Want to know what full-time van life's really like? Nigel's flown back to work and I'm driving solo out of Bulgaria to reset our Schengen days. The rain's pouring and temperatures are plummeting. I'm hunkered down in the van, a little bit cabin fever, a lot of coffee, and plenty of visits from a cheeky cat who wants to move in. And then, just a week later, Nigel's back. Yay! Stick around to find out why and get a glimpse of the not-so-glamorous side of van life. Good morning, friends. Well, here I am in the van, alone again. Today, I'm about to leave Skopje, Bulgaria, and make my way to a brand new country that I've never been to. I just need to kind of make sure everything's secure. You know, we have these latches here that hold the drawers closed. So I'm going to make sure they are all popped in. I tell you what though, the number of times we forget those and we go around a corner, you've probably seen it on our videos, and clang, the thing goes flying open. These ones up here as well. Make sure that the brand new skylight is locked into position. Make sure the gas is turned off. Here, all those are all facing upwards. Just make sure there's nothing in here that can go rattling around. And then we secure this door with this strap here. Make sure all the windows are closed. Okay, this one is not. And that the max fan is turned off. Now we currently have our very high-tech max fan cover. I'd really like to get another one from Living in a Bubble. They make the best magnetic max air fan covers. But until then, this is just basically a piece of, I don't know what you even call this stuff. It's not polystyrene, but it's, you know, a more modern version. But just make sure that the max fan is turned off before we head off. The cord is brought in from the Starlink. Starlink's in. These are all closed. Make sure these are all up. The last thing I have to do is empty my grey water. Someone else is currently doing that right now. So as soon as they're finished, I'm going to drive over that little part there. Okie dokie. We are good to go. Got my Google Maps set up, except the park brake wasn't off properly. Well, if it was nice motorways like this all the way, I would be super happy. Good to know that the money we paid for the vignette is actually being used to improve the roads. I'm off the motorway onto the B road, but there are trucks on here, so it can't be too bad. Look at these beautiful leaves changing. I drove through a few small villages and up to the border. Obviously, I can't film the border. Welcome to North Macedonia. That was an interesting border crossing. They were very interested in the fact that I was travelling alone. It was a female border guard coming out of Skopje and she's like, "Are you travelling alone?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she's like, "Oh." And then they sent someone into the van to kind of have a look, and he wanted to have a look in the bathroom to make sure I wasn't smuggling someone out of the EU and into North Macedonia. Not sure why I would do that, but anyway. And then the North Macedonian guy wanted to see the documents for the insurance for the van. First time in 15 months we've been asked for the insurance documents. I had a momentary panic that maybe we weren't covered, but we are. I'm in North Macedonia, right up in the mountains. I'm over 1,000 metres here, and it's still about 2 hours drive to Skopje. So my first impression of North Macedonia is they have great roads. I always find it interesting when people say that I'm brave for driving on my own. Like, I don't know, I don't feel particularly brave. Would they say it to a man? Why shouldn't a woman be doing this on her own? Single ladies, solo ladies, if you want to get out there in a van, just do it. I mean, there's nothing really to be afraid of. I guess my biggest fear is that something happens with my navigation on my phone and I kind of get lost or getting stuck, like if the navigation sends me on a dodgy road. Right, we're coming into Skopje now. Welcome to Skopje. So this is the campus stopover, and it's literally in the grounds of this office building. And it's a brand new place, so because they're trying to learn how to do this, they're not they are not charging up until the 1st of October, which is 2 days away, so I get a couple of nights for free. And after that, it's €15, so 12 for the camper and 3 for electricity, which is fine. And I am going to need electricity because there ain't no sun at the moment. It's only going to get worse. There's pretty much everything we need here except a shower. So there's a toilet, there's a washing machine, which is currently free. I need to get a load of washing on. Right, I found the washing machine. I put my washing in. It's always fun trying to decipher these things, but let's see how we go. Okay, I've gone round to that one. I think it means delicates, but it's the quickest. I don't need to spend more than an hour. Let's see. No, oh, I heard a click. That might have just been my knee. There we go. Right, 59 minutes. Come on, out! Out! Only way to get her out was with food. So there I am, trying to cook my baked beans for my breakfast, and the gas ran out. So, I'll show you what I've got to work with here. Like, I've already had to pull out these things here. Unless I pull out everything, it's really hard to get in there. I've managed to take the thing off this bottle, but now I have to attach it to this one. I've got this silly little tool. Well, if you could see how I'm bloody squashed in here, I'm just going to do this final little... So I've done it to finger tight and get this thing on. Final tighten. As remember with gas, it's not lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. It's the opposite. Alright, should work. Now, turn him on. Now hopefully I can make my baked beans. Oh, yes! It's not easy, friends. I wish Nigel was here.
Well, good morning, friends. Kind of deep in reflection mode here. As I've just checked in for my flight to Skopje via Istanbul. Said goodbye to the gang at poolside this morning. Yeah, this is it. Off with the cap and on with the beanie. Jesus, it's cold. That's better. Waiting for Sue to pick me up. Here comes the poss now. Yeah, she's a bit different from when Susie dropped me off in Sofia. It's about, you know, I don't know, what, 20 degrees different to when you dropped me off in Sofia.
I know, it's so cold.
I'm pretty glad I packed my beanie and
Come babe, jump
thing.
in because it's timed.
Righto.
All is good with the world.
Morning.
Cup of tea in bed.
Yeah. Okay, friends, let's clarify the situation here. I got laid off. Not sacked, by the way. I want to make that perfectly clear. There'd been some staff cuts, and so the writing was kind of on the wall. Part of the reason why we're making some exit strategies, but we're making some exit strategies for my retirement. And so it didn't sort of turn out the way we'd kind of envisaged, but we're trying to look on the bright side, celebrate my retirement, and just sort of get on with, you know, living our best life. So that's where we're at.
Okay, friends, the rain has abated somewhat, so we're making a quick mad dash outside to grab some essential things from the back of the van.
Here we go. Da, da, da.
Dun, da, da, the celebratory bottle from Stone Castle.
Yes.
How cold is it, Nigel?
Cold as a witch's tit.
And when you've just come from 40 degrees, it feels even colder.
This will warm us up.
Whoop, whoop.
Celebratory retirement brew from all the way from Kosovo. Yeah. And we were saving this for a special. I've got water all over my glasses. We're saving this for a special occasion, and yeah. So
that is now.
It is now. How long ago is it now? It's a good few months now.
June. Yeah, we were there in June.
We were there in June. Yeah. This is the moment.
Yep.
Owner's
Stone
choice,
Circle.
Yeah.
Stone Castle.
Castle. Owner's choice. Chivoli. Oh, hey. Not too shabby.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
What you got cooking there, Susie?
Yeah, tonight I'm making up a new pasta because I bought this jar of stir-through pesto, but we decided we wanted something a bit more, so I'm cooking up some veggies and I've got some passata as well, so I'm going to put it all in together with some penne pasta, and I might even do some pine nuts if I can do them without burning them.
Do you need wine with the cooking?
Well, we've got wine.
No, it's not in the cooking.
No, I'm not going to waste this bloody wine in the cooking, mate. 75 euros a bottle.
Well, I thought about the sauce, but then we got the pasta, the passata for the sauce. So.
Oh, look at that, friends.
This is always a fun time in the kitchen when Susie's doing the pine nuts. Because
Well,
nine times out of 10, if we got $1, and the boys will testify to this, $1 for every time the pine nuts have been burnt, we'd be millionaires.
Well, we can't burn them tonight because they're the only pine nuts we've got.
Right, okay, well maybe I should take control over the
No.
pine nuts. Oh, no. How'd you go with the pine nuts?
Perfect, mate. Look at that.
Oh, you didn't burn them. Nice
No.
one.
Burn 'em, shmurn 'em.
No pressure. And they just get poured into the mixture. How's that?
Looks pretty good.
Just kidding. Yum.
Is it good?
That's really good.
Look at this guy.
All right.
No, I'm staying in. It's too cold out there. It's 8 degrees. Well, it's not even 8 degrees. I think it's like 4 or 5 degrees here. Top temperature expected today, 8 degrees. Staying inside. And the electricity went out because some old German guy has been running an electric heater. And there's 4 vans all running off the same electricity. And yeah. Friends, look at us here. It's 9:30 in the morning. It's freezing cold. I reckon this is the coldest we've ever been in the van.
Snow up in the goddamn hills there.
I know, we can see snow from the van door.
Sandbox, it's 40. I've got, how many layers I've got on? I've lost count.
I don't know. And gloves.
Pos.
And 2 pairs
the
of
pos.
socks.
Beanies and, god damn it.
And we've got like a second doona folded up over our feet.
2 pairs of socks on. They're still like ice blocks.
And even though it stopped raining today, we're staying indoors in the van because it's only going to be 8 degrees.
I'm tempted to get that cat and get it into bed. warm the place up. Yeah, pos.
So yeah, we're just going to stay here and work today, and we'll go in and check out the city tomorrow, I think.
Yeah,
it's going to be 14 tomorrow.
The sun can plug out the
Yeah.
clouds and yeah.
All right, now I'm now suitably attired for the weather. We've just had to pull everything out of the back of the van to to get all our winter stuff. So here's Nigel trying to repack everything. And look at this. The cat keeps jumping up in the van. Come on, we've given you some dog biscuits. She'll eat a few, but not too many. Yep. You think you want them, but they're over here. Look, puss, puss. Come on. Puss, puss. Look. Here's your dog biscuits. There you go. Eat them up. Good girl. Look at it.
Mate, get out of
Get
here.
out. I think she's trying to find somewhere warm and dry.
Yeah, well.
Come on, out you come. Straight back in.
You're a shocker.
She really is.
And the cool thing is, you've also got some friends here.
Whether we're out exploring a city or just hanging around in the van, we try to make life a big adventure.
And in saying that, we believe that adventure has no age limit. That's why we created these t-shirts, and they're available on our online shop.
And we're giving away one of our Adventure Has No Age Limit shirts to one of you.
And all you need to do is comment "Adventure has no age limit" in the comments below.
I know, no, sorry, I've just got to get ready with the roosters. There'll be a code phrase each week. Sorry.
We've been dealing with all these roosters. Let's just roll with it. Let's just roll with it.
We've got roosters,
There's
dogs,
about 10 of them
planes.
over there. Lulu, the dog next door. And a cow. Adventure has no age limit, guys. I mean, come on.
The competition's going to take place over the next 4 weeks, and there'll be a code word or phrase each week, which will let you know at some point in the video. And at the end of 4 weeks, we'll pick someone that has commented, and we'll get in touch and send you one of these awesome shirts.
Thanks for your support. What are you having for breakfast?
I don't know, Nigel.
Guess what I'm making? I'm making another tortilla, Spanish omelette. But we don't have any garlic, so I'm going to have to head down to the shop. It's the first time I've been intimidated by a dog. Well, anyway, chased him off. So yeah, here's the Skopje supermarket. Well, this looks pretty flash. I'm not here to buy beer, but couldn't help noticing the label, Bertie's beer. It's an interesting one. Where is the veg? Veggies. Bicycles. Here we go. Veggies down here. Right, garlic. Please let there be garlic. Oh no. Oh no. No garlic. That's a bit sad. Damn it, we've got onions. Maybe it used to be in there. Well, I managed to find the spice shelf, and the powder version will do. We also need cumin, but so the garlic and the turmeric are written in English, but I'm taking a bit of a stab here that is cumin. No idea. Where's that bloody dog? There he is. You stay there, woofer. Oh, look out. Run away. Definitely not my best tortilla. However, I think I managed to save it. But the key is, well, don't go away while the spuds are getting cooked. So they go too mushy, and B, you've got to use plenty of oil. Anywho, still edible, I think.
While the veggie selection in the supermarket was pretty average, the roadside stalls are great. Next week, we'll show you around the strange city of Skopje. with its grand statues, bustling old bazaar, hilltop fortress and some hidden gems. But that's a whole other video. For now, let us show you what happened when we came back from the city to find our campsite host had left us a little gift outside our van.
What do you got there? We've got cats and we've got
Beer.
beer.
So this is the beer that Atanas brewed in the shower of the campsite, which is why we can't use said shower.
Look at the state of that.
That looks pretty darn good.
Hell yeah. Tarnish, you're a legend.
Yum. It's really good.
It's time to say goodbye to a new friend. Yeah, so we wanted to get a shout out to Atanas and his newly created Sosta camper here in Skopje. Awesome place to stay. So come and say g'day to Atanas and spend at least 2 nights, I think.
Yeah, you need at least
in
2 nights in
Skopje.
Skopje.
So much to see
Probably
here.
3. I reckon 2 days in the city.
We've been here a week.
Yeah, we have.
All right. So thanks, mate. And,
Thank you for coming. It was a pleasure.
all
Yeah,
the best.
you're welcome anytime.
Thank
All right,
you.
we'll be back.